Welcome to this EliteApps demonstration, the key to your efficient site operations. In this demonstration, we're going to specifically look at job activity management from creation to completion using your Elite app, and how to submit meter readings from EliteApps, and also how to submit those crucial safety test results directly on your mobile or tablet device. EliteApps has the ability to work online and offline in those difficult places, specifically at the far end of your marina or the back end of your holiday park. Let's take a deep dive into maintenance jobs. We are directly within the Elite app on a mobile device. If we drill through onto maintenance, we are then greeted with 4 options, where we will be directly able to look into My Jobs, specifically assigned to you, to look at the group jobs if we're within a team, any high priority jobs or unallocated jobs. Clicking on My Jobs allows you to see all of the jobs in priority and due date order, and you'll be able to simply click through and see all of the information required. Let's take a look at creating a new job. If I navigate back and select My Jobs, I can then click on the New button. The first thing I can do is enter the job information, remembering this is whilst out on site. In this example, we have a broken boiler. We can set the priority and then directly select your park or marina, and within the app it will only show me plots and units available based on my previous selection. So once I get down to unit, it will only show me the unit available for that particular plot. I can set my maintenance job stage. It will automatically bring through the unit details, and then of course I can set my due date, my delivery date and time, and the start and end time of the job. Once I've done this, I can simply select Save. What will happen now is that will sync through to Elite Parks or Elite Marinas and return a job number and a job status. Utilizing workflows, this will also give you the ability to send either internally or externally a notification that the job has now been created. In this example, we're going to add a quick comment and we can also upload a picture directly from the device. Whilst uploading a picture on a mobile device, you will also get all of the features that come natively with your mobile phone. Things like speech to text, where you can talk directly into your device and the comments will be loaded, where you can take a picture directly or select one from your library. Once I've uploaded my picture, I can then select Save, and this will be sent directly to Elite Parks or Elite Marinas. My job is now loaded directly on the system. I can already see that it's synchronized because I've now got a maintenance job returned and a status of awaiting parts. I can continue adding comments as required and also have the ability to add in any job lines. So if I am aware of resources or costs that will be required, I can add them directly within the job itself. All I need to do is simply select lines, then New Maintenance Job line. This now gives me the ability to add in any items, anything directly related to a GL account, or my resource and labour. All of this is pre-configured directly within Elite Parks or Elite Marinas. Once I've added one line, I've then got the ability to add another one. And I would simply be able to go to New Maintenance Job Line, add in my required date, and this time I'm going to add in my boiler. Quantity of 1, and I also have the ability to add in the cost and the price, or I could leave this blank and allow an administrator to fill in later. I've now got my lines added with my labour and the boiler. And the benefit here is where I'm out remotely, I'm able to add in my time spent on a job, or whether this to be quoted, the time spent for materials and what materials are required, and can add that directly onto my mobile device, eliminating the need for any paper or text or WhatsApp communication between colleagues. And within that 60-second window, synchronizing back to your main platform, allowing the administrators to action, invoice, and allocate to the correct resource. Let's take a look in Elite Parks and see this maintenance job with the comments we've added and the new lines that have also been added to the maintenance job. We can navigate to maintenance jobs, and we should now be able to see maintenance job 598, where we can also see that it's been allocated to a customer automatically based on the unit selected within EliteApps. I can see the comment that I added, and by selecting the line, I will also be able to see the picture that I've uploaded directly within my mobile device. And then going on to invoice lines, I can see my 1 hour labour and my new boiler. With a configuration directly within the Elite Parks or Elite Marinas platform, I'm able to add the mapping directly to the correct GL account. And this allows the ease of use for the team out remotely, where they're not having to think about where or how to allocate. They just select the item that is required within their mobile or tablet device. This maintenance job can now be managed back with the administrators, where they will be able to, once completed, invoice the customer directly. Back within my mobile device on EliteApps, I can then add in any further information required, and then I simply go to my navigation at the top, select complete job, confirm, and then press OK. That job will now be completed, and if chargeable, will remain in a waiting invoice state, allowing the administrator to make any changes required and then invoice the customer. Remembering with the power of automation, you've also got the ability to send any internal or external emails based on any movement of data within EliteApps. Let's navigate back and take a look at meter readings. With meter readings, these are one of the time-consuming aspects to any park or marina. We're often done on pieces of paper, relying on the user themselves to interpret that number and send back to the office teams to then input into your computer. Within EliteApps, we've changed the way that this can be managed, allowing for a 3-step process to ensure no further mistakes are made when reading meters, where it's all fully digital and allowing you to walk the site and take the readings when required. Just like maintenance jobs, you will have the ability to see readings that have been assigned to you directly or assigned to your team. Let's go into my meter readings as an example. In this example, I've got 4 readings within my meter reading that have been assigned directly to me. This process is designed for you to quickly navigate between the readings, and the first line is designed to show you the park, the plot number, whether it's an opening, final, or closing reading, and then the reading number itself. Below that, you'll be able to see the plot number and then the unit number. And all I would simply need to do is click through. I get all of the detail required, and we've designed it in a way where the reading will be displayed at the top, but you can scroll down for further information if required to ensure that you are at the correct location. You simply add in the meter reading value. You can see the previous reading, and this for me is the first checkpoint to ensure the reading is correct. And this is where you'll be able to visually see that. You will also be able to see if the meter is holding an MPRN number, and that will be displayed here also, once again to ensure you're at the correct meter and location. If I scroll down, I've also got the ability to load in a picture, where I can take a picture directly on my mobile or tablet device, and this will always be stored against this meter reading with my user ID, time and date. So once invoiced, if ever there was a problem, we always have the reading attached with visual evidence. All I would then simply need to do is navigate to Submit Reading. The system will automatically calculate the meter movement, ensuring, again at that second checkpoint before invoicing, that there is any issues that need to be raised before I submit. I select OK, and I can simply go Save and Close. That reading has now gone off my list, and I'm just working through the list one by one. And I can add in my new reading number, see my previous one, add any pictures that are required, submit, check meter movement, and then go on to my next reading. We can see here how simple it can be to enter the readings, pictures if required, and navigate through, whether I have 10, 50, 100, or hundreds to navigate through. There is simply no pen and paper required. Let's navigate to Elite Parks, see the journal and see the readings come back into Elite Parks. If I refresh my journal, I can now see the two that we've taken. I can see the current meter reading value. If I select the line, I will also be able to see the image that I'd taken within my EliteApp platform also. All of this saves directly against that plot and against that meter. And as that third checkpoint, I now have the ability, as the administrator, back at base, to check the readings have been entered, check the meter movement, check any pictures that have been loaded up by the team within EliteApps. And then once happy, I will then be able to post the meter reading journal and invoice my customers. That's where we have that three-step process. The first one on that visual check within EliteApps, checking that against the previous and the current reading. Once submitting, checking the meter movement, and then once posting down within to Elite Parks or Elite Marinas, checking the meter movement and the pictures that have been downloaded onto the journal. And that is how we can streamline your meter reading process between Elite Parks, Elite Marinas, and EliteApps. Finally, let's move on to safety tests. And safety test works in a similar way to meter readings and allows you to save your safety test areas against the unit, whether that be an annual gas safety test, a hot tub check test. All of these can be done periodically, and when allocated to a resource, you are able to see that directly within EliteApps. Let's navigate back to the home screen. By selecting Safety Test at the bottom, I get my same menu, whether I've got ones allocated to me directly as in My Safety Tests, or within Group Safety Tests. If we click into My Safety Tests, I will see a list of all the safety tests that have been allocated to me directly. And all I would simply need to do is select the safety test, check the details where I can see the park, plot and unit, and what test details are required. In this example, we have a gas service, and I would be able to then undertake the test date, who issued it, the certificate number directly within the Elite app, and any comments that are required. Once this is done, again I will be able to select the Submit button, select OK, save and close, and that will be removed from my list and I can continue checking. Depending on my skill set, I could have a number of different safety tests within my list, whether it be a gas test, checking a manhole cover, checking a mooring. Anything like that can be displayed within my list. Within EliteApps, it gives you the power to be online or offline, wherever your location, and manage your full maintenance teams. Within Housekeeping, as an example, manage those housekeeping checks, upload photographs and comments, or even your PDI checks. Walk through your meter readings, add any site tasks for any movements that happen around site, and then finally your safety checks. EliteApps really does give you the power to mobilize the team and have full remote working. Thank you.